hopefully getting the good news, which is the green light from my doctor real soon. And then we're going to be looking for a date and opening up with the negotiations. So in less than a month, you might hear something that you're going to like.
Tell us about the injury.
All right, so yeah, some people, they believe what other people say. Some people are saying, ask me how my shoulder is, and both of them. Yeah, they're both fine. They were never injured. Okay, so you're right. Talking about it is not a bad thing. So after the Danny Garcia fight, truly within the Danny Garcia fight, during that training camp, I had an MRI that showed that I had bone spurs in my right elbow. I did compete with the injury in my right elbow. I know his pride tells him that he threw a left hook that injured my elbow. Very, very, very false. Okay, super false. All right. Donald Trump style, false news. Anyways, so. But the thing is, I did have surgery. I had it here in New York at the HSS or something hospital. I don't know, so it's been over a year. Yeah. But that recovery took 1 year. The doctor was trying to tell me it was going to take time, but I was like 6 to 8 months. I mean 8 months tops. I never had surgery, but I was like, I just got to recover. I'm young, got to recover. But no, after 6 months, I realized it's more of a 8 to a 12-month recovery, and it really was a 1 year recovery. We recovered. It feels fine. It's snapping. There's no problems in the snap. I think I lost a little bit of range of motion. You might see a little extra bend there. You see that? But at the end of the day, this is working, and this feels great, and I'm very happy about that. But when I got back into camp, trying to be back in the ring for you guys, we ended up getting stuck with a hand injury, and it was a very awkward one. It's called bone bruising. It's just one that doctors don't really have a simple fix for. Once again, put me on the bench, rest. And to be a little honest, there were times where I thought maybe it was healing quicker, and I was like, oh, I'll start, hitting the bag, doing this and that, and I did a sparring session, and it's like, it still hurts, and the doctor said, you're not listening, don't anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it hurt me, man. It was really hard because I was already on the bench for so long, so of course I didn't want to get that news, man. But when the doctor was real with me, looked me straight in my face and said, you're not getting better until you stop. And then, people like, when you're getting back, I'm allowed to. When this body allows me to. This is a very, very grueling sport. I'm young enough, I'm strong enough, I'm happy to put myself back in the ring. I'm happy to be in the limelight and be in the action. My mottos don't change. I'm not afraid to let it go. You know what I'm saying? But this just is not ideally the path that probably any athlete would ever want for himself. And many athletes have suffered injuries, but I say right now, I'm like the stock market. Up, I hit the peak, right? My stock went up when I fought Danny Garcia. People feel like it's down a little bit because I've been on the bench, I've been in the off season for so long. But guess what, baby? As soon as we get back in the ring, there's only one direction to head, and that's right back up. Luckily for me, I am ranked #1. Everybody does want to fight me. I don't have to go look around for contracts. Contracts are out there, so I'm very grateful. I've always been a humble individual, and like I said, I look forward to getting back into the ring and reminding the world who exactly Keith one-time Thurman is.
Keith, quick question here.
That's #1.
Yeah.
Ready?
Quick question for you before I let Nick jump in. Is physical pain is one thing, mental's another. I mean, how tough is it for you going into the gym sometimes and worrying about, oh crap, did I injure it? Did I feel tweaked? Did I feel pinched? How long did it take you mentally just to be able to go to a gym and just, regular, spar without worrying about, oh crap, I might injure myself again. Oh, my shoulder might pop. Something bad could happen.
I'm worried about that every day, my man. There's not one day where I don't worry about an injury, but at the end of the day, that's why we have to be strong. And luckily with my team and knowing how much I've had to go through, now we do a little bit more injury preventive things. Your boy is doing more stretching and doing other things, really hoping that when we're back in the ring, nothing pops up again and that we can ride out the rest of our career in the way that we want to.
If you're a big thinker, what about the criticism, the people who say you lost hunger?
Middle finger up to the whole world. Middle finger up, son. I mean, look, you're not in my body. You're not in my shoes. you don't know what it's like to accomplish what I accomplished and then have to, like, not turn your back on the sport, but walk away. You know, and we're not walking away like retired, you know, but some of it's funny too, man. Like one of my favorite ones, you know, there's the, you know, Keith one-time Thurman, Keith run-time Thurman, Keith sometime Thurman. But my favorite is the Keith once upon a time Thurman. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, that's just criticism, and obviously, hate is really sometimes only just a different form of love and admiration. You know what I'm saying? They hate me because they do like me, and they like the girl that you know picked on and shit, but you know you thought she was a cutie, you know, growing up and stuff. You know, so they hating on me, but really they rely on me for the action. They know I bring the action. They know I bring the big fights, and they're just a little hurt and they're a little salty that I'm not fulfilling that entertainment and that I'm not fulfilling my job. But at the meantime, knowing that I wasn't fulfilling what I'm supposed to do, this fight happened, okay? I willingly gave up the belt. This is one of the greatest matchups in the welterweight division all year. And you can say, well, that's because you didn't fight Keith, but okay, whatever, you know? But still, you gotta count your blessings, you gotta take what you can get, and I mean, even just as a fan, I love what's about to happen in just, you know, a few minutes.
What's the behind the scenes on that? Jumping in that ring?
Jumping in that ring?
After the fight?
You know what? Maybe we should do a contract. I already found both. Maybe I should let them do a tag team match against me. Maybe they'll have better odds. You know what I'm saying? They work together. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm gonna get some hate on this one. You know, but look, man, they're both great. Whoever wins, I'm really interested in it because I beat both. Split decision against Danny, which I don't really think was deserved, but I'm a judge, so it doesn't matter. You know, I won the fight, and that is what matters. You know what I mean? Sean Porter, grueling fight. I only won by 2 rounds. I scored the fight where I won by 2 rounds. You know, but it was a clear victory win on both accounts by me. And really, what I'm trying to witness tonight is which one of these two not only is the better man, but how hungry is it? If Sean Porter stops Danny Garcia, if Danny Garcia stops Sean Porter, that's something that I wasn't able to accomplish. And then certain people online might be like, Keith ain't been doing shit. Look how strong this man is. Keith about to get knocked out. Look, at the end of the day, I think it's a great a rematch. I really believe that to a degree, both fighters, I understand why they both believe that they deserve the rematch, but the winner truly deserves to get back in the ring. It's your boy Keith one time.
The fans are going to be like, okay, Keith's going for a rematch with Danny and Sean. The other guy, Spence. That's what the fans are all going to say in the comment section. When they hear you only going for
I don't care that they don't understand boxing. Most people don't know shit about boxing. You know, one of my favorite quotes from the Mayweathers, and I don't really enjoy quoting the Mayweathers, you know what I mean? But it's real. Most people don't know shit about boxing. I haven't boxed for a long time now, and I want to get back in the ring. Of course, it's going to be a tune-up. And then this a rematch fight is a respectable fight. To act like it's not a respectable fight is retarded. But at the end of the day, why do you want Keith and Spence? Why?
Two best. Super fight.
Exactly. Number 1 versus number 2. Okay? Of course, the world of boxing wants to see number 1 versus number 2 because they want to know, does number 2 become number 1, or is number 1 that dude? That's number 1. Respect that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Spence's.
He's number 2. He is ranked number. I think he's currently ranked number 2. In my book, he's number 2, and he deserves to be number 2 because if there wasn't Keith Thurman, Errol Spence would be number 1.
It's your division,
but that's because I hold greater credentials than he does. I've accomplished a little bit more than he has, and I just was in the spotlight before he was. At the end of the day, I'm number 1 for a reason. He's number 2 for a reason. The reason why you guys want to see the fight, there's a good reason, but I'm not going to come off this big of a layoff, have a tune-up fight, and fight the number 2 fighter in the world. That's just not how it works.
Keith,
Where's Crawford fit his best?
Sorry, we gotta wrap
I don't
up.
know.
I'm
I
so
don't
sorry.
even really think.
2A? 2B?
I mean, I don't even think he's even fought any welterweight yet.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I'm sorry to say, but he's barely a champion. You know what I mean? That Australian